What's going on, everyone? What's going on, everyone? What's going on, everyone? What's going on, everyone? One thing I realized, one thing I realized is the reason I was talking a lot about spirituality, um, because you guys know how like a lot of my videos I was really speaking about spirituality. The reason I was talking about it was because um, I wasn't really fully in practicing what I preached like I should be. So I was talking about it as a way because it was like a way for me to subconsciously like deal with me not actually doing it, but making myself think I was doing something by speaking about it. I think that's why I was talking about spirituality because these last few weeks I've been really like honed in to do what I need to do, and I'm realizing like by me doing that and making a decision because like I've been doing a lot more different shit lately, and I'm not even gonna get into it because it's none of nobody's fucking business, and there's really nothing real for me to speak about. But like ever since I've been doing it, it's like don't talk to me about it because unless we're about to do something. So that's why I'm having this um I'm having this like different mindset. Like don't talk to me about no spirituality. There's nothing wrong with spirituality and astrology. It's very useful. If anything, if your life isn't built upon astrology and spirituality, you're not doing shit in life and you're wasting your fucking life. But there's a difference between doing it and actually speaking about it. So like right now I'm in a state where I'm actually doing a lot more. So therefore don't talk to me about it. It's just like somebody, let me give you an example. When you go to work, you work. When you come home and you're chilling and somebody's talking to you about work, you don't want them talking to you about work because you already got work situated. So if I got it situated, shut the fuck up and get out of my fucking ear. Fucking bug. I don't need to speak about that. That's the energy. So I'm right now I'm doing everything that needs to be done. So get the fuck out of my ear, you fucking bug. Unless you trying to do something, we making money or we're trying to get from point A to point B or something like that's like a reason, something that we can implement immediately and get results immediately, get the fuck out of my ear. Don't talk to me about no spirituality, no astrology. And no shout out to everybody. Like this is not shit. No, I'm not throwing any like negative energy towards like supporters or people in the chat. Well, some of you niggas in the chat, fuck you. But like you guys know who you are. Like people who came on my lives and all the people who support, donate. This has nothing to do with you. I'm not like looking up like this is not I'm not like I'm angry at you or don't you better not ask me like I don't have no issues what you guys got going on. Like if anything, I'm actually one of the most nicest people. Like if anything, I'll let you guys know I'm actually fair with you guys. I'm gonna let you guys know a lot of these other niggas they'll sit there and be all cool and everything, but these people have a lot of hatred in their heart. Like it's always the motherfucker who shows you a cool demeanor who has the most hatred. A person who shows you an energy like mine, these are the people who are the most cool because at the same time it's like everything works in reverse when you're looking about this reality and spirituality and energy. Things work out like in reverse. So like I'm actually cool. I'm not really like a lot of these other fake ass. This is why I have a lot of resentment for a lot of people because I can see past that energy. And one thing that gets me more upset more than anything and will make me actually like crash out on somebody and do something I have no business doing is somebody who smiles in my face but they have a negative energy. Like I've seen people smile in my face and say, "Hello, how you doing? Good job." And I support the channel and I just feel like their energy is negative, and people like that, I don't disrespect them because there's no reason they haven't done anything for me to say nothing, but at the same time, I just distance myself from these people because I always tell you guys, everybody gets angry, everybody laughs. So when you see somebody who's smiling in front of your face and you get a negative energy, always remember that person can get angry like anybody. And when they get angry, it's going to be more explosive than somebody you're cool with gets angry. Because if you with somebody, this is why when you even look for when you look for a relationship with bitches, it's not about finding a female. Well, I don't even want to say that because I don't want to say that. Forget that. But you got forget what I said about the bitches and shit. Just know that everybody gets angry, and when you see somebody with negative energy, and you feel it, but they're smiling in front of your face, just know when they get angry, it's gonna be more explosive. So that's pretty much what it was, and I realized that. So like I'm realizing that nothing really is important than doing what you got to do. Once you really, because a lot of you niggas aren't doing what you're supposed to do, so you find other things important. You think you're trying to go out and how much money I have, or how much this I have, or what I'm gonna eat, what I'm gonna do this weekend, or you're worrying about unimportant shit. That means you're not really doing what you're supposed to be doing. Because when you're really doing what you're supposed to be doing, you don't give a fuck about any of that shit. You just care about what you're supposed to be doing. And that's one way I can gauge if I'm on track. Once I start caring about dumb shit, not to say you can't go out and have fun and do shit, but once you start caring about dumb shit, then that's how you know you're not really tapped into your path. Because when you're tapped into your path, you don't care about dumb shit. Like before, there was a time where like my family used to ask me for money. I used to be like, "Why you gotta ask me for money?" But like last few weeks, like I'm really tapped into my shit. Um, yeah, people like family members, they ask me for. I don't really care because it's like, what the fuck do I need this money for? As long as I'm on my path, I'm secure. But when you're not on your path, then you'll be like, oh, I'm gonna run out of money, or why do you have to borrow this money, or why do you got like, why do you need $5? And in my mind, I'm like, the fuck is $5? What the fuck I'm gonna do with $5? I don't eat, I don't do shit. I steal most of the shit, even if I have money, because I don't like spending money. And not even that I don't like spending money, I don't have money. Like even like it was a pack of gum my sister wanted, and she was at the store, and she's like, "Oh, can I get this gun? Can you give me this gun?" Because she didn't have money for it. And then I had like way more. It was like $3 piece of gum. Like I have a lot of money. Like so, gum ain't shit. But I just stole it because like it's just I don't know. It's like I like doing it. So like I don't even know where the fuck I was going. I don't know where I was going with that shit. But yeah, I was telling like when you're on your path, you don't really give a fuck about certain things. But like I could have bought the gum and not care. But like I that was probably a bad example. I took the gum because I just don't want to like I just like doing it. Like it was I just like doing it. It's easy for me to do. It's like if it's easy for you to like pick up a rock and make $5, why would you go to McDonald's and make $5? It's like kind of that energy when I stole the gum. It wasn't like I did it because I had to, or I'm angry at like I don't steal because like I hate the corporations. I don't hate like I don't like the corporations. I don't hate them. It just I'm indifferent at this point, because at the end of the day I can say I hate Walmart. They need to blow Walmart up, but at the same time I stole so much shit for like free shit from Walmart. There's been times we were with the homies, you drinking, getting fucked up. I went and fucking liquor store, went into the Safeway, stole hella bottles. I stole hella shit. I got hella shit. Stole hella clothes from these corporations. Some of those times I needed weed. I needed to get high. I stole shit, sold it, got weed, got high, had the best times. I had money. I remember when I was like back in the day, years ago, I wanted to go fuck this bitch. I went, stole some shit, got some money, and after selling this shit, got a hooker. Like there's times I've had where I was able to steal from these corporations and have good times in my life. So I'm not gonna sit there and say like fuck them, I hate them. Like them, they fed me and gave me a lot of shit for free that I took from them, and it was not even their shit because they stole it from the Indians. So, but I'm not here to sit there and be like fuck corporations, fuck this. It's not even about any of that shit. It's just about like, I'm just trying to live my life, do my thing, and be in alignment with what I got to do spiritually, the most efficient, easiest way I possible within reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying life is supposed to be easy, because life ain't supposed to be easy. Life ain't supposed to be hard. Life is supposed to be an experience. That's what I think I hate about a lot of people in life, because I'm realizing is that people try to tell you that life is supposed to be enjoyable. It's supposed to be fulfilling. We're supposed to be aware and have bliss. And like I even promoted that bliss. None of that shit, all that shit's retarded. Life isn't supposed to be good. Life isn't supposed to be bad. Are there going to be good things that happen in life? Obviously. Are there going to be bad things? Obviously. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's raining. So it's like, that's just how life is in general. You can't, but for you to think life is supposed to be good, that's why a lot of people are miserable. Like most people in life are suffering and miserable because they think that life is supposed to be good. So when anything negative, when anything that's negative that's affecting their stimuli affects them, they automatically think it's a problem. So they try to stop that and find something good. And in that process of them doing that, they create negative situations. So this is why most people are suffering. Like you have a lot of people say, life sucks. I gotta wake up in the morning. I gotta go to work. I gotta do this. But then if you tell them, why don't you do this so you don't have to do this 3 years from now, whatever they have to do right now to secure themselves, it's gonna feel painful for them. Oh, I don't want to, like a drug addict. I want to see my kids. I want to be able to travel the world and have fun. Well, quit drugs. Well, I don't want to feel withdrawals. It's gonna be hard to quit drugs because now I'm gonna start fiending and I'm gonna miss the drug. Well, why do you need drugs? Because it makes me feel good. You see what I'm saying? Like they're trying to feel good while in the process creating situations with it. So life isn't about feeling good. It's not about feeling bad either. And even if you quit drugs and you can see your kids and you can do all that shit, who the fuck said that that's the point and you need to feel good and that needs to make you happy and that's the goal of life? Is to be, that's not the goal. The goal of life is to do what the fuck you gotta do and experience. That's it. And once you get that in your head, then you realize, then you stop giving a fuck about certain other things. Because I realized, like I said earlier, like a few family members, they had asked me for some money the last few days, and usually I'll be like, why the fuck you gotta ask me money? And I'll lecture them, tell them like, I don't need to, like I be hella mad, and I be talking to them like, why the fuck you can go somewhere? And then I'll finally give them the money. But like the few days, I didn't care because I was like, I'm really on my shit right now, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which I've been lacking for a minute. And it's like, I don't give a fuck about all that because it's like none of that shit really matters. The reason I thought that shit mattered was because I wasn't really fully like on my shit. So therefore I was like bored. I was empty, or I was like trying to fulfill something that didn't need to be fulfilled. So it's like, it's crazy. And it's funny because they be fucking with the views. I know I be doing certain tricks on here on YouTube, and I'll talk a certain way, and I'll notice I did it in this live and I did it in my last live. Like I'll talk a certain way, then I'll deliberately say some shit, and I'll like go off topic, or I'll say something a certain way, and then you see how the views drop, like the views will drop. And then like when I start speaking a certain way, the views go up. Like I don't know if it's a real person or if it's AI. I think it's some AI shit. Cause there can't be nobody that's that fucking there can't be anybody out here that has no life to that degree to be on somebody's page watching people. You see how my shit dropped to 1 view now? You see how my shit, I tell you guys, like my shit was at 8. You see how it's at 0 now? It's at 0, like nobody's in here now. They fuck with the views. I did that shit deliberately. I'm telling you niggas, man. I'm telling you. You just see how it's at 0? Because I'll be talking a certain way and it'll go to 8. Then I'll be like, let me just detract. Let me say something like this. And then it'll go down. But then I start talking a certain way, it'll go another. They're probably, look at, there's 0 people in the room. You see Ralph D? Exactly. I'm going to cut Ralph D, cut this, if you can, Ralph D, cut this and make a short of it. And put on your page and then like send me it, or if you can. I'm not saying you don't have to, but if you can, if you have time, cut the part where I just expose this shit. Like you see the views and everything. Like this shit is crazy. It was at 0 views, and then Route Deeds left a comment, so they can't put it at 0 because he left a comment. See, my page doesn't have that much comments, so they can put it at 0 views to make it look like nobody's in here. But if you guys comment more, it will never be at 0 views because they have to make the comments match the views. Like if I had 1,000 people in the room and nobody ever commented, then they can easily make it 0 views because nobody's commenting. But if it's like 20 comments and then 0 views, it's like, who the fuck is these views if no one's, who the fuck is these comments if there's no views? But see how like I pissed off who I think it's a real person. They got pissed off because when I was exposing this shit, because I'll be speaking a certain way,
I be speaking a certain way, and it goes up to like, and I'm gonna get to the comments. It goes up to like 8, 9 views, and I'll say something a certain way, or I would detract, or I'll pretend like I forgot what I was talking about, and then I see the views go down. It's like I don't know if it's a. I think it's a real person because the way I did it now, they dropped that shit to zero. Like you see actively when I was talking about it, they dropped that shit to zero. It was literally at like 8 views, and then I started doing the little trick, the mind trick. I started talking a certain way, then it dropped to 4. Then when I was explaining to you guys how I can make the views go up and down based on what I say, it shit dropped to 2. Then it went to 0. You see what I'm saying? Because they be fucking with it. They be fucking with the views, like the whole shit. That's why like you'll see certain people views that go up and down, like it's like an algorithm thing. They even I think it's an AI shit. He's like now it's at 6. It probably was always at 6. They just they fuck with the numbers. I don't know. I kind of think it's AI because there can't be somebody that's that much of like you really don't got a life. You got to be on somebody's platform all day waiting for them to go live. And I'm a small channel, so I don't think it's a real person. There can't be somebody with that much of no life. Like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that shit. Like you literally on a small content creators channel. Like I don't see the point. Like at the end of the day, like is content creators' life surrounded? Are you surrounding content creators' life and they're in the middle of your life? Are they like the center of your universe? I thought we're supposed to be the center of the universe and we're the most important thing. And based upon having that thought, we can work on ourselves and then help others. I thought that's how it is. I didn't think it's somebody else who's more important. Like that somehow I be thinking like these motherfuckers, they're weird. It's like they forget that they have a life. Like they got their own shit. Like nigga, like the universe can whoop your ass just like anybody's asses can get whooped. Like you gotta like you breathe. You're a human. You got a body like us. Unless they want to say they reptilian or some shit, which that shit don't even fucking exist. See, shout out to the third view. He said on the path, just breathing and having a heartbeat is enough. All the fleeting things are life. Yeah, it is. And anything, and anything, and anything that is relevant is automatically accounted for, taken care of, and you'll get it if you meant to get it. It's not like, oh, I don't need anything. I'm just gonna just live like a monk and not do. I'm not saying do that. It's just once you focus, then everything else is there. Cause I realize like I'll be worrying about a lot of dumb. This is how you can tell if you're really on your path or not. If you're worrying about dumb shit that's really not important. Like it just like I said about like people like asking me for money. Usually I'd be like I don't feel like giving people money and shit. But then recently I was like, who gives a fuck? Like what the fuck am I gonna do with $20? Like what the fuck am I gonna do with it? I'm not gonna do shit with no damn $20. Like that's not like so me arguing for that, which at one point I was. That was because like it wasn't about the 20 and I needed the 20. It was just more so I don't feel right giving this person 20. But why don't I feel right? It's because I'm not secured in what I'm plan for myself. Once you're secured into what you got planned for yourself and you have a path, then you're not going to give a fuck about small things. And not to say you're just going to give people everything and let people walk all over you. Not to say that, but it's more different. It's more different. Everything is like more like within reason. He's like, Chauncey, you already know. Now, Chauncey, you already. This will set in such a way. There's no point in talking about spirituality. The fuck is it going away? It's disappearing. Okay. Because people are locked into whatever they're lost in. Exactly. But I don't even care if people are lost in what they're lost in. Like that doesn't even really mean anything because no, you can't be lost forever. Eventually, you have to get it right. You see what I'm saying? Like you have to get it right. Like so, like let's just say you lost your keys. Eventually, you're gonna realize you lost your keys because you're gonna be like, I need my keys. Imagine you lost your hair. Eventually, you're gonna realize you lost your hair when you look in the mirror and you're a bald headed ass motherfucker. Like, shout out to my nigga Third View. He bald headed, but he got style. He a bald headed nigga who actually got style. He knows how to wear the ball look. So no shade to the third view. I'm not talking about you, but like you said, what I'm saying, but you said like if you lost something, you're eventually going to get it back. You're eventually gonna realize you lost it, and then when you realize you lost it, it's gonna cause you extreme pain, anger, anguish, negative feelings, and then it's gonna have you do something because you don't want to experience that. So if somebody is lost and their consciousness is lost and their lost awareness, they're gonna realize that eventually. So that's not really your problem. Like only thing you can do is be an example. So I don't care about waking anyone up because anybody who's asleep and lost in life, they're gonna eventually realize because when you're lost, life creates pain, misery, disappointment, it creates situations to make you realize you're lost and nobody wants to go through that. So like that's why you just let people do people everyone's on their own path, and this is another reason you don't want to be around anybody because you could be there's certain people they need to go through certain lessons. Some people need to get in a relationship and get cheated on. Some people need to get knocked upside their head. Some people need to go through something negative. Some people need to have their credit card stolen and money's taken from them. Like that's an experience that somebody may need, and through that experience, they're gonna get some awareness. It's like a life lesson. We all have life lessons, so this is why you don't want to just be hanging out with anyone because you may be around somebody who still hasn't learned lessons that they need to learn. So therefore, you end up being wrapped up in their lessons. So you're dealing with somebody who's going through like dumb shit and you don't even need to, but your only reason you're going through it because you're with them. That's why you gotta be careful who you hang around with, because certain people they need to go through certain situations. Like it's not like oh this shit just happened for no reason. Like shit happened for a reason. Motherfucker manifested and deserved it. That's why you don't. That's why if you have kids, you never want to like, or if you have like young cousins or nephews or something, you never want to like bring them. You never want to bring them around negative situations and tell them that if you don't get your shit right, this can be you, or this is a, you never want to make them look at negative situations like everybody goes through, because you got to always understand it's the context. You may see like you see a homeless person on the street, a kid would be like, oh, when I grow up I might be homeless, but then they don't know the fact that this guy's probably retarded and he did a lot of shit which was stupid. Like this dude probably believes in Jesus, he probably doesn't have the knowledge I have, he probably didn't have wisdom like you guys have, he probably still thinks voting is normal. So therefore when you have a stupid mindset like that, you're gonna make stupid mistakes. So it's like the reason he's in that situation because of who he is and what his mind is. This doesn't mean you have to be in it. You gotta look at it like that. If a bitch got cheated on by like 20 men and she gets her ass beat by like 20 men, a female can't be like, well, I'm not gonna trust men because they just cheating. They just beat women. I'm not gonna be with men. It's like, no, this bitch is retarded. Like maybe she has lessons that she needs to learn, especially if it's like repeated lessons over and over. She's getting her ass beat in every relationship and getting cheated on every relationship because she ain't shit herself from like a mental and spiritual level. Everyone just looks at the physical. So physically she may be like, oh, I'm a good person, I'm this, I'm that. Like, but spiritually, physically, mentally, your mind is fucked up. The way you perceive and think is fucked up. So therefore it's gonna manifest. This is what I say, why do bad things happen to good people? It's like, what is your definition of good? Some people have a rotten spirit and very negative, but then physically they try to do good things, which none of that shit matters because it's the last thing, the physical. So therefore it's like this bad thing happened to this person, but in reality they're not in the right space mentally and spiritually. So something negative happened to them because everything's about evolving. And if you're not evolving, then it's like things are gonna make you evolve. Like it's like you work your whole life, you work your whole day just to give your check to a homeless person, and then you complain why you in a homeless shelter on the street freezing. It's like, motherfucker, nobody told you to do that. Like, oh well, I'm a good person and I give all my money and something bad happened to me. That's the example I'm talking about when they say bad things happen to good people. Like, I'm not saying every good person, bad things happen to fucking everybody, good people, bad people. But when they try to make that statement like it's only good people, bad things, and bad, like that's not really what it is. At the end of the day, like some of the time you just do some stupid shit. He said, True was probably around 6 to 8. Oh, you talk about the views. What if she identified as a man? If she identified as a man, that don't mean she a man. She just identified. It's like, what if she identified as a man? That's what she believes she is. She believes she's a man. In reality, she's a woman. So who gives a fuck what the fuck you believe? I could believe I'm a billionaire. I can identify as a billionaire, but I'm not getting into no motherfucking VIP. You see what I'm saying? I'm not getting into like the safety deposit box at the bank to go get the jewelry. They're not gonna allow me in there just because I identify as billionaire. So I don't give a fuck what a bitch identifies. What the fuck is reality saying she is? So like that doesn't mean shit. All this identify shit. It was just kind of weird. Try to motherfuckers. Oh, I identify as a woman. I identify as a woman or a man. Like try identifying as 15 years old and go talk to some children and be a grown ass man. See how fast they say you ain't, even if you look young. See how fast they fucking tell you ain't. You can't identify shit. But you're gonna identify as a female. Man, get the fuck out of here with that stupid ass shit. All I gotta say is, let's just say it like this: you can identify as a woman, or you could be a man and identify as a woman. Go ahead, do that shit. But all I gotta say is, tell the average man, I identify as a woman, and see how most of them don't want to fuck you no more. So that right there shows you the power of reality, other than what the fuck you just say you are. Because somebody who's a woman and they identify as women, they are a woman, they're gonna not be rejected by the man. But go and say I identify as a female and be a fucking man. See how fast that you get. Most niggas aren't gonna want to fuck you. So when are you gonna say, oh, they're wrong because they don't want to? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, there are a lot of bots in the chat, but who gives a fuck? Yeah, they probably put bots because you see how I exposed the chat earlier in the beginning of the live stream. Now they added bots. Now you know what I'm saying? See how I exposed the chat earlier, and then see how they added the bots. I identify as judge now. I'm gonna judge you. Okay, like that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean shit. So you can judge me all you want. Like, what the fuck is that gonna do? Yeah, I'm just curious how this affects your life on a daily basis. Why are you curious? Like, that's the thing. A lot of niggas is so curious about shit. Nigga, that's like everything. Everybody's curious about the Epstein file. They're curious what Diddy did. They're curious about content creators they don't even fucking know in real life. Like, why are you so fucking curious? Like, what does it matter? Like, it's like everyone just wants to be fucking entertained when it comes to everything. Like, nothing, like 99% of shit on the internet and life is just about people wanting to be entertained. What the news is saying, what Trump is doing, what this person did, what celebrity did. It's like, it's just entertaining. They just want to be entertained. Like, damn, like, it's crazy. People just seeking entertainment and shit. Because we're like in a new time where like, and movies and shit and video games and all that shit isn't like as entertaining for most people like it used to be. So what's going on now is like everybody has to find entertainment in like trolling on content creators' pages. They gotta find entertainment in what Epstein's doing. Is he alive? And then because everyone's miserable. Everybody gotta work their shitty job. Everybody gotta go to work and they gotta do shit and be at places they don't want to be at. So now when they go out, when they come home and they have time for themselves, they have to go on the internet. They gotta troll. They gotta see somebody doing bad. Oh, look at this person. They got locked up in jail. You see what happened to this guy? You see what? Because they're so miserable themselves. So the little sense of happiness and joy that makes them forget about their miserable, pathetic existence working at Target is, oh, I gotta go see this person suffer. I'm gonna go troll on this person's page. Oh, this celebrity's gone broke. You know how many times I've seen a celebrity gone broke? They say a celebrity gone broke. Like, bitch, how the fuck a celebrity gone broke? Bitch, you know about it. A celebrity's broke is you're rich. Stupid fuck. Oh yeah, he may have had 100 million and he's broke, but nigga, he still got something. But yeah, people are just so miserable. They gotta wanna see something like they wanna hope that, oh, Mayweather's going broke because he got a lawsuit. It's like, no, nigga, that nigga's still rich and balling.
He may have to downsize, but that nigga ain't never having no issues compared to you about you paying your rent or buying groceries. He'll never have that issue like you. Like the motherfuckers have to psych themselves up so they can make their pathetic lives feel better. That's why it's like everything on social media is about like negativity. You could be talking about thriving and doing better. That doesn't even get any same content as like somebody talking shit about their miserable life and how they have to clock in every day and they don't like that job. Like that gets more play because people relate. But the funny thing is that same person who makes videos talking about how they hate their life and how there's no point of existence, once they start to better their life, watch how quick that their chat starts looking at them as like a problem and starts trolling them. So like this is why you'll see a lot of content, and I don't blame these content creators. Like there's a lot of content creators that they pretend that their life sucks so they can get a check, but when they cut off the camera, they live a regular normal life. Like there's a like you guys won't believe it. There's actually content creators because everyone's trying to get into the algorithm and make money. So there's content creators who they pretend they just try to show out for the algorithm. So they'll say, oh man, I gotta go to my shitty job, I gotta do this, my parents this, and I got kicked out, I'm homeless. But in reality, they're not even really going through that. They're just doing it for, because that's what sells, is people going through problems, because everybody wants to watch content that they relate to. So most people, their life is shit. So they want to watch somebody whose else's life is shit. If they see somebody else's life doing better, then they're gonna look at that person like fuck you, and they're not gonna want to watch it because it's gonna make them feel like they're like less than. So that is like, it's a human psychology. And right now, since most people's lives are miserable and most people are in like shitty lives because of the way they have society programmed, that's what is the most popular content. He's like, is there any problem with your face? I don't see any problem. Yeah, that face looks good to me. Okay, who had better performance? I didn't watch that shit. Who had better performance? I don't even know who the fuck those people are. Dixie Myers, or I don't even know who the fuck those people are. I didn't even watch the Super Bowl. I don't got cable in this fucking house. I don't even watch the Super Bowl. Looks like you're in jail. Nah, not anymore. I got out. Probably like 10 years ago I got out. He said, this is who I do, is a read the chat. You're doing on the internet doing a diatribe on how people identify. I'm curious how the specific. It's because somebody asked me in the chat, you idiot. Trying to flip this shit on me, like, and even if somebody, let's just say nobody asks me what that is, like, let's just say I just wanted to start talking about what people identify with. Even if I wanted to start talking about the color of my fucking toenail or some shit, like, what does it fucking matter? Like, this shit is fucking YouTube. It's a platform. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch. Like, I can talk about anything I want to talk about. If I want to talk about a flying pig, like, I can talk about a flying pig if I wanted to. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, what does it matter? Like, what should I be talking about? And even if I was talking about something I should be, you're not making no money from it. I'll be the one making money in the views. Like, so what the fuck does it matter? If you don't like what I'm watching, go watch something else. People forget, like, YouTube is based upon guidelines. So if you're following the guidelines, that's not going to get your channel or video terminated. There's nothing wrong with your video. Once I do something that's against the guidelines, that's when I'm not using YouTube like it's supposed to be used. Because YouTube is ran and based off guidelines. That's what runs it. You see what I'm saying? So as long as my video is by the guidelines and it's not banned or nothing wrong with it, then who the fuck is you to even like tell me what I should or shouldn't be talking about? Like, people somehow forget. Like they somehow forget like what like life is about, what's real. Like, people get lost in certain delusions, like what they should be doing, what I should be talking about, how I should dress, how I don't need to do anything. At the end of the fucking day, I don't see any of you niggas in line with me when I gotta go pay my registration at DMV. I don't see any of you niggas on the phone giving my information to pay my water bill. Like, I don't see any, like, so what the fuck I give a fuck what you think I should be talking. I talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. The
fuck out of here. There's a lot of bots in here today. You see, Ralph, real deal RDA. You see how in the beginning of the live stream I called that shit out, and you see how quick the chat changed. That shit changed quick. Yeah, it's like you see how they switched it up. Cause in the beginning, you already know. I'm not even gonna say. You already know. Go back to all the reals people. Like go back to the beginning of my video, and you'll see the chat, right? And I said something. Ralph was in here. Ralph is a witness. I said something. And you see how it chat. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Maybe it's a coincidence. But I don't. You guys see me on live every day, and then I said something, and then now all of a sudden these bots are in here. It's like they got pissed off that I exposed their shit, and they're like, oh, we're gonna show him, and then they put bots in here or some shit. Cause I'm not stupid. Like I'm not dumb. Like, so like I like a lot of things I see, but I don't really say. Like I don't, even when I'm in public, I don't like to be smart. Like this is why when I'm in public or in certain settings, in most settings, I don't be talking and being too, because sometimes you don't really want to be letting the world know how much knowledge and shit you know when it comes to certain situations. Like you don't, because then you can catch people in they trap. And you can see people, because especially you being black, like most people look at black people as like, oh, they're more like not that intelligent, and they don't know, they're naive, and they only know about certain shit. It's like, no, I'm not. Like, especially you looking young and being black, people automatically have that assumption. So like let people think that shit, so then you can show your hand how fucking retarded you are. You can talk about what you want. Yeah, you can ask me. I wasn't even crying about it. Like I answered your question though. I wasn't like talking like, if you asked me and you were just being it was a genuine question, and that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. I'm just saying it because there's other people who like to come on here and judge and talk all this shit. That's why, and I assume that if you a genuine person and you just asked me, then that wasn't for you. I was just speaking in general. Are you kidding me? And you go live also? Fuck that mean? Yeah, just let us know what you be talking about. What he should be talking about. What if your fans knew the real you? And then they know the real me? The fuck? Like, what do you mean know the real? Like, you mean if they knew me in person or they knew the real me? Because if you know me in person and you knew the real me, those are two different things. Because to know the real somebody, you gotta be in certain situations. You gotta be in positive situations, negative situations. You have to be with them for a period of time. But if you just around someone, like, I'm trying to get into chain smoking. How many cigarettes should I smoke daily? Yeah, you should smoke cigarettes. If you want to smoke cigarettes, smoke cigarettes. Like, the fuck? You gotta ask me, like, if you're a grown man and you want to smoke cigarettes, smoke cigarettes. What do you want me to say? Oh, don't smoke cigarettes? If you're looking for that answer from me is don't smoke cigarettes, then you know you shouldn't be smoking it. The fuck? If you want to smoke it though, then smoke it. Like who am I to say don't smoke it? And if it's like, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Why don't you ask a grown man ask another grown man if they should smoke cigarettes? All I know is if I wanted to smoke a cigarette, I'm gonna smoke a fucking cigarette, but I don't want to smoke one. Can you invite people on I can't invite people on this live. Well, I'm not on StreamYard. I don't know how to do it when it's not on StreamYard. Yeah. You want to test my kidney filtration levels. Just put a bullet in your head. You wouldn't need to do that because you wouldn't have no use for your kidney. So that's probably the best way to do it. Happy Black History Month. I don't celebrate that shit. I'm not black. Time to learn about MLK. Watch Rue. MLK, who the hell is he? I don't know who he is. He's not my people, and I'm not black. Paranoia is crazy. Yeah, good thing I don't have it. I'm learning how to speak Ebonics watching you. Yeah. Hopefully you can pass the test, the finals. I remember you swear to God. Fuck God. It's funny because I've never seen comments like this on here before, and they're saying stuff. Yeah, it's retarded. But the thing is, like, I don't get triggered like a lot of other content creators. They'll be like all triggered and angry. It doesn't anger me or trigger me. It's actually funny, to be honest. I think I got some green diarrhea in my jeans, girl. You ready to clean that shit up? Except you sound paranoid, Jules. Who cares if there's bots? From the gay party last week. Look, dude, let's talk about diarrhea. These people are weird. I don't give a fuck. I see the same bots in other people's chats. I'm just saying. Yeah, there's a lot of bots in here. I don't even think they're real. Some of them are like, because you know they have an AI, an AI shit talking, bot. Like you can literally argue with this bot, and the bot will be like roasting you and be like, whatever you say, it'll roast you. So it can only roast you based upon what you say. So like, nigga, your mother smells like a fucking the back of somebody's shoe, and you ain't like, it'll be roasting you and be like. You when it roasts you, you'll be thinking like, how the fuck like this nigga roasting pretty damn good, but it's like an AI. So I'm thinking a lot of these fucking people are AI. It's not even real. Like they got like an AI, and they just program it to just talk shit and be hella like toxic. Yeah. You see how they did that, Ralph? You see, ever since I exposed that shit. That shit's fucking hilarious, man. That's just fucking hilarious. Oh man. Cause I think I pissed off the algorithm. We're like, you know, we're gonna show this nigga. Let's throw all these bots in here. Soon as I said that, Ralph, you seen that shit, right? That shit's crazy. Yeah, it's nothing but stupid shit. What part of Africa I'm from? I'm half Nigerian, so from Nigeria. I'm half Nigerian, so that's the part of Africa I'm at. Same bots they use on those, but they all the same fucking bots, right? You did smoke the. Oh, I didn't smoke the income, whatever that was. Income Puwaza. I never smoked that. And I smoked the weed, though. I smoked the weed. You know the weed, the green thing that they sell that at the stores? If you go to certain state, I smoked that shit. I ain't smoked no Income Puwaza, though. I don't know what the fuck that is. But I smoked the weed, Aza, whatever the fuck you call it, the weed. What gender are you? I don't know. You smoke too much spunky. Smoking twat. You said you couldn't even locate Nigeria on the map. That's funny. How the fuck I will not locate somewhere I've been to? Fucking idiot. These people be hella funny, man. Like, how am I gonna not locate somewhere I've been to? You stupid ass. Like, wouldn't you think, like, if I'm, like, traveling there, I'm gonna be on the map and I'm gonna get there and pull up the GPS to see where to go? Fucking dumbass. Like, I've been somewhere that I can't locate it on a map. Like, bitch, wherever city you live in, you dummy, you're living there, so I'm sure you can locate it on the map. Because you live there. So if you've been somewhere, you should be able to locate it on the map. That joke only works for people who haven't been somewhere, you dumbass. I've been to Nigeria. So how the fuck can I not locate it on a map? Fucking retards. They don't even know what the fuck they speak. Like, that's another thing with this whole social media. Like, people watch you and they think they don't understand, like,
this live stream is probably gonna be like, let's just say it's an hour and a half. Like that's just an hour out of a half out of my fucking whole life that you see me, and then you're making assumptions because you probably seen somebody else. Because since you're a degenerate, you only attract degenerates in your real life. So anytime you see somebody in your real life, even your parents, they don't fucking love you. Or you probably got no friends, and if you do, they're degenerates. So when you come online and you see someone like me, you're assuming I'm supposed to be like the people in your life that fucked you over, that disappointed you, that don't love you, like your parents, your friends, and all. You thinking I'm supposed to be like them, but I'm not like them. So you're projecting what you think I am. So you think you know me, but you don't know. That's your own life. That's all the black people that beat you up, robbed you, triggered you, and made you have a trauma towards black people because you had a bad experience. Like that's not me. Even though I may sound like them, I'm not the person who hurt you. You need to go to a therapist and you need to heal and deal with that shit, nigga. No, don't deal with me. I'm not the person who hurt you. Like people are weird to act like they know you because their life is so miserable, and then they want to project. This life is set up different, man. People in it. Yeah, it is weird, man. Because I'm telling you, they got angry because I exposed the chat. Because they were fucking with the views, and I told you guys how they be fucking with the views. When you talk a certain way, then they change the views up and down, and then they got mad and they dropped it to 0, and then Ralph commented, and then they had to put it up to 2. Because I exposed the chat on their bitch ass, and they got mad because this chat is it's all fucking fake. The whole social media shit, even that's why like all these big platformers, like most of their shit is all view botted and fake. Ain't nobody, people don't even have time to fucking be invested into like the average person on here unless you're like a troll and you have no life. That's it. But most people, like, they gotta go back to their miserable fucking jobs, stocking up Walmart shelves and doing shit that they don't want to do. So that's why, like, who the fuck has time to really even be on here and be invested into this shit unless you're a troll. That's why most of these views are all fake. And even the real views of those big channels, how much are they invested in? What are the watch hours from those people are very low because people don't even have time to even waste their time watching that shit. To be honest, it's to a point where if you really want to actually get your YouTube channel up, like all you really got to do is just be homeless, say you're homeless, and then start having, like, you got to set it up. What you do is you say you're homeless, then you have people donate money to you. And if you don't have people donate money to you, what you do is let's just say, like, I got laid off from my job and I have $5,000 in savings and I was gonna be homeless. What you do is you be homeless, right? And then say, can you donate money? Let's just say nobody's gonna donate you money because your channel's not big. You could pretend you're getting donations, but really it's your own savings. And then once people start seeing that you're getting donations and you're homeless, you're gonna, like, a whole bunch of trolls are gonna start coming and talking shit, and it's gonna make your channel go up because there's certain things in the algorithm that attract certain trolls and certain shit that when you do it a certain way, it's gonna attract a whole bunch of people, and then they tell you all attention. Like for me, all attention isn't good attention, but for some people, all attention is good attention. So that shit will actually boost you. So these trolls, they be hate, because I be seeing a lot of these pages, and I be seeing like how the algorithm and shit work, and then like these trolls be trying to shut people's channels, and we're gonna get your channel shut down. But everything the troll is doing is actually boosting that person's channel, and max, like it's weird, like it's like they're hella stupid, but like it works a certain way in certain niches, especially like the homeless niche right now, like that shit right now, like. You can get views with that shit if you're homeless and like you know how to, like, because people, I don't know what it is, like I don't know, maybe it's what I was saying earlier, like people are just miserable and they want to see other people suffer down bad. But when you're in a situation that's miserable, like homelessness, and you start doing good, or you start like not showing people that you're miserable like them, then that's what triggers the trolls. Like they want to see you more mad than them. It doesn't even matter. You can be the most brokest, bummiest, you don't have nothing, ugliest motherfucker. You always have a motherfucker that's jealous and just wants to hate. They're like, oh, he's so broke and miserable and ugly and he's so low, and and he's more happier than me. He's more smarter than me. He's more confident than me. That girl said what's up to him and not me. Oh, fuck him. I'm gonna be a hater for life. That's how these motherfuckers think. They're like fucking demons. So like they hate people because they have a perception of how people should be. And when it doesn't line up to their perception, then that's what gets them mad and gets them upset. Like, oh, he should be miserable like me. He should be like, nigga, no, that's you, bitch. That's your experience. That's funny, man. Not all these motherfucking fags, man, in the comments. He's like, you are half Nigerian. Is that why they call people nigger? I hear this. I don't know. All I know is if you call me nigger in person, something bad's gonna happen to you, and you're not. It's not gonna feel good what comes next. Let's just say your nervous system's gonna be excruciating. So you don't want to use that around me. To be honest. Sometimes do they get gay feelings? Do you get gay feelings for your friends? The fuck would you ask me that question? Like, you seem like somebody who gets gay feelings for their friends. Like, why would you ask somebody that question and not think that that's not gonna make you look like you're a homo? Like, you asking me that question is retarded. That makes me think you get gay feelings for your friends. Because how does that even come across your mind? He's like, wait, are you crying? No, I'm not crying. I don't cry. Like, if I cry, just know that if I was crying, something probably would have happened to you. You can't get me to cry. You don't want me to cry. He's like, is your dad still at the store getting milk? Now my dad's actually chilling at his house. I spoke to him a few days ago, so I don't know what the fuck you talking about. See, they try to pull that dad shit on me. Like I'm not supposed to have a dad because I'm black. Like, are you fucking retarded? First of all, like I said, I'm Nigerian, so I'm not black. So a lot of that shit that you want to think black people are, that shit don't apply to me. Dumbass. I'm Nigerian. I'm not fucking black. Virtual hugs, brother. That's kind of weird. Why is your skin so light? Here in Africa, they call you yellow boy because nigga, Africans of all colors, light, dark, it don't matter. It don't matter. Light, dark. Just because you're from Africa doesn't mean you're supposed to be dark. That's just one tone of Africa. This is like saying like all fucking white people are supposed to like you see white people with red hair, you see white people with brown hair, you see pale white people, you see white people that look more tan like Italians and shit. Like, Jesus Christ died for you so you can repent. Pray, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm gonna block you. Don't ever bring Jesus Christ into my mother. I don't block people, but I'm blocking your bill. Don't ever bring Jesus Christ, that fucking piece of shit, into my motherfucking page, you fucking idiot. Ever bring piece of. Let me read the comment before I block this bitch ass nigga. Repent and pray consistently, honestly, to be free from our sin. Nigga, fuck you. I don't even block people, but you're getting blocked. Don't ever bring Jesus on my motherfucking page, you fucking idiot. Tell me, that's some stupid ass nigga telling, oh, Jesus Christ, he loves you. Well, I was like, well, I don't love Jesus. Well, he still loves you. That's fucking weird. If a bitch came up to me and told me, I don't love you no more, leave me alone, and I told her, I love you, people will say I'm a fucking weirdo and I need to go to jail for stalking. But if I say fuck Jesus and then somebody says, oh, Jesus still loves you, I'm not supposed to call him a fucking weirdo? Like, why the fuck would somebody love somebody that you just said you don't love? I fucking hate Jesus. So if you tell me Jesus still loves me, even though I just said I don't like the motherfucker, that makes him a weird ass motherfucker. The same way if my black ass told some bitch, or I'm not black, but my ass told some bitch, some bitch told my ass she don't love me, and I say I love you still. You'll say I'm weird and I need to go to jail for stalking. Like, when the fuck is like love? Like, first of all, I don't love anyone who don't like me. I don't like you. I'm not that type of person who, oh, I'm gonna be nice. I don't know. If you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. And it's not like, oh, I have to like hurt you or disrespect you, or just stay the fuck away from me.
We don't do that shit over here. Oh, I love you. I love my enemies. No, if you don't like me, I don't fuck with you. Like plain and simple. There's no way around it. Like fuck you times two. If you don't like me, if you don't like nothing about me. Like for real. This fool wouldn't last 5 minutes in Nigeria. Bitch, you would have last 5 minutes in Beverly Hills. Your pussy ass. You probably can't even last 5 minutes in your fucking hometown. That's why you gotta be on the internet and trolling. Talk about 5 minutes in Nigeria. Bitch, you obviously haven't been to Nigeria, nigga. There's more people in Nigeria. I wanna say there's more people, but Nigeria has a lot, like, you guys are dumb. You guys are like so brainwashed by the media. Nigeria got money, they got a lot of shit to do. There's a nightlife. Whatever you can get in America, damn near 99% you can get in Nigeria, nigga. Like they got rich people over there, people in Rolls Royce. Fucking like you guys are stupid. Like Nigeria has money. They got oil over there and everything. There's like a lot of companies, businesses. People go out there to why do you think the Chinese people go to Africa? So they can make money, dumbass. Like you guys are stupid. You guys are programmed by like you guys are tired talking about like South Sudan, Chad, or something. Like when you go to Nigeria, like that's like Nigeria is the most wealthiest country in Africa. Dumbass, do your fucking research. Fucking stupid. There's a hell of like they got. It's way more shit. When I went to Nigeria, there was a house that was. It was all solar panel, and it was like a straight self-efficient house, and they had water, like it had a whole plumbing and water system, and everything was just straight to the ground. Plumbing, the water, it was like you didn't even need anything external. That house was it. The water came from the well from the ground. The house was powered by a fucking renewable energy. Even you want to talk shit about mud houses. You guys are stupid. When they talk about mud houses, a mud house is not like they just get dirt here. It's a certain type of mud, and then they harden the mud a certain way. And when you harden the mud, the mud is as hard as a brick. So you'll see like a brick house, you'll say that's sturdy. If you go to Africa, when they say they have mud houses, you dumb fuck, it's not the same type of mud in America. It's a certain type of mud that they get from the jungle. It's a certain type of mud. And then when they cool the mud down or heat it or make it, it turns into like a hard ass rock. And you can build a fucking house and it's sturdy and it keeps air out, dummy. That's what they say mud house. It's not like the mud in America. It's a different type of mud you get in the jungles of Africa. But you're too stupid. You don't do your homework. You're so programmed by the media. You don't know that. If you built one of those houses in the middle of LA, somebody will buy that shit for like $500,000. Depending on where you put it in America, obviously certain places it costs more to build. But let's just say you put it in like in any place in the California, you build a house out of that type of mud in Africa, shit, you might be able to sell that house for like a few $100,000 and somebody will buy it. It won't even be like, oh, I ain't buying this shit. Niggas, because the way it looks, it doesn't even look like a mud house. Niggas stupid. Like people don't even know what they're talking about. Yeah, there's nothing but bullshit. This guy is rattled. Not even rattled. Does anyone have a spare tissue? Yeah, these people are just talking out their ass. You know, even black people. These definitely have this. I don't even drink coffee. I hate Starbucks. I never like coffee. Too many trolls. And yeah, there's a lot of trolls in here today. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. They just typing gibberish and shit. Yeah. But I have to block that other nigga. I have to block that nigga. Like, don't bring no Jesus Christ on my page. That'll get you blocked quick. Bringing Jesus. So if you guys don't want to get blocked, cause I have a low. I don't have a high. Like when it comes to blocking people, I don't just block. But once you bring Jesus or you just start getting annoying, then I'm gonna block you. That's so. If you don't want to get blocked, don't bring up Jesus Christ, because your shit's gotta get blocked immediately. Don't bring up that fucking bullshit on my page. Go somewhere else with that. He's like, this guy is just too easy. That's what I told your mother last night. After she let me nut in her fucking pussy. What do you think bricks are made of? Exactly my point. You mean bricks? Exactly my point. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like, so if you just say, what do you think bricks are made of? And like you said, they're made of mud. Okay, then all you dumbass motherfuckers talk about mud houses in Nigeria and Africa. Okay, it's a mud house, same as a brick. So I don't see the whole fucking mumble shit about why Africans have mud houses if bricks are mud, like you just said they are. I am black in the mud, exactly the same as a. Dude, you idiot. First of all, nigga, if you say you are black and first of all, you said I am black in the mud is exactly. First of all, if you say you're black, you have no business talking about Africa or anything because you think you're black. So anybody who thinks they're black or labels themselves as black, you're automatically degenerate and you can't be talking about anything important to me, and I can't take you serious. So you think you're black, so you're a fucking idiot. So our mud huts are not. You talk about our, bitch, you're not even in Africa, nigga. Shut your stupid ass up. You probably not even somebody who looks like my skin tone. Probably some full white person just trying to act like you from Africa. Shout out to my nigga Jay Bass. Was good with it. Yeah, don't block the trolls, Jay. You don't gotta block the trolls. I just let them sit for a little bit. I ain't tripping. Like the trolls, they don't think about it, because the other dude said like I was angry because of I was like rattled up or I was crying or whatever. I was like, nigga, if I was crying, I'd be deleting you motherfuckers. Like, I don't care. I only need that other dude because he's talking shit about Jesus. I don't care. Like, you guys will talk. Eventually, I will delete you once I get tired of you motherfuckers, but I'm just letting it roll right now. He's like, why you church when you say Jesus is a demon in your head? Yeah, it probably is. Because whatever's a demon towards Jesus is actually probably something I should pay attention to. So if Jesus thinks I'm a demon, then I want to be whatever that is. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, look like this. People who are religious, they say this is the devil. But yet, I'm looking at people who are religious as the devil. So you calling me a devil really doesn't take no bearing to me. Like, I don't care. It doesn't mean nothing because I already don't fuck with you. It's like you telling me I don't like you or I don't like your channel or I don't like you. You're a bitch. It doesn't mean anything because I automatically look at you a bitch. Like, so I don't care. He's like, are you an Indian? No, I'm not an Indian. I'm not from. You see, am I from India? Because you say I'm an Indian, so I'm not from India. Do I look Indian? He's like, yeah, all of these are trolls. Okay, wait, Jay Bass, watch the beginning of this live stream when I'm done. I exposed the chat, and I guess I pissed off the algorithm. And as soon as Ralph Deed was here and he's seen it. As soon as I pissed off the chat, they pretty much like open the doors for these trolls. Watch the video and you'll see exactly how this shit went down. I'm about to keep this shit up. I'm about to repost it because this shit is hella funny. I was talking normal like I normally do in my videos, and then I was like, because I just watched the beginning. I was like, I'm gonna try something, and then I exposed. I've been noticing this for the past few months, but I didn't want to say anything because I wanted to make sure I was right. But today I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna expose this shit. And I didn't think anything of it. And as soon as I exposed it, this happened. But you see, you're in my chat every day. Every live stream, you're in my fucking chat. You never see this going on. But coincidentally, when I decide to expose this particular thing, now all of these chat, and before all of these people came in the chat, right when I exposed it. All right, I'm back. My battery ran out. But, yeah, check the beginning of the live stream. Right after I exposed it, the chat went down to 0. But Ralph Deed was still commenting, and I was like, "Why the hell is Ralph Deed commenting this at 0?" And then they bumped it back to 2. But it was like they were hella fucking with it, and like they did exactly what I already knew. And I knew this shit for a few months, but I didn't want to say nothing because I wanted to because I tested this shit plenty of times. Like, because if you talk a certain way, they'll make the number go up, and then when you stop talking that way, it will go down. And I exposed all that shit, and then once I exposed it, then that's when they just started bringing the trolls in here. It's like I pissed off the algorithm or something. Like, yo, we're gonna show this nigga. Let's just leave all the fucking trolls up in here. See all these motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck all these niggas, man. I'm back. He said, can anyone hear Charlie? Okay. Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck though. They got yeah, they all of them are demons, man. They mad. He said the whole world is against me. Who said the whole world's against me? I don't say the whole world. Nigga, the whole world is against you more than me, it seems. Nigga, look how fucking miserable, pathetic you are. So when I see some of you niggas online and in real life, I be thinking like the whole world is against them. Like, I may have my issues in the world, but shit, compared to you, it seems like the whole world's against you, not me. Like, who doesn't have issues in the world? But I don't think the whole world's against me. But when I see some of you niggas out here, I be thinking the whole world's against you. Because I don't fuck with you. When I see you, it seems like nobody fucks with you. So... He's like, Chauncey, this shit's looking good. Why they attack you? I don't know why they attack you. I didn't do nothing. That's why low-key I don't want my channel. Cause the way I don't want my channel going too viral, cause especially what I talk now, nigga, like, I'll piss off a lot of motherfucking people. I don't want my shit going too much. Cause I don't have no fucking. Cause I be seeing people out here like they be chill, cool, calm, collective. They don't even have half the energy I have, and then they still get trolled. It doesn't matter what you say. Like, people just hate for no reason. I see people out here who are the most nicest people. They don't even cuss. They don't even swear. They just do their own thing, mind their business. But they be getting the most hate. Motherfuckers be doxing them and shit and all that. Like, I don't even give a fuck if people dox my shit. You can go ahead. You can dox me. I don't give a fuck, because I know none of you niggas are about to pull up. Like, the only people I'm scared of is the police. I don't want the police to be on their radar. I'm more scared to get on a police radar than some crime boss who got my address. Like, I don't give a fuck about that nigga. Not to say like it's not a problem, but police is the only person I don't want to be on their radar. If you ain't the police, nigga, you ain't scaring me, telling me where I stay at and shit. If you ain't no FBI or anybody, according, like, I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Bunch of these dumbass trolls on here, they want to. Cause I see this one nigga in this one page, he got doxxed and shit. He was hella scared. He left his whole hotel room and he went over here. Like, what are you fucking scared for? Like, these niggas, they're not do shit. They're just computer nerds. They're just trying to scare you. Like, they're not about to go up, pull shit, pull up, or do nothing, because they know they're gonna get their ass fucking, like, they're hella stupid. Chauncey 6-1 in real life and beat you all your ass up in person. For real. Like, no, especially these motherfuckers, like, and I'm not saying I'm not gonna sit there and fight everyone. I can win every fight. But at the same time, it's like, I know I can end every fight with that thing. I don't want to say, because I don't know if you could say it on here. That's another trap, though. They want you to get caught up, and then you end up in jail for some shit. He said I could. Yeah, people are weird, man. They don't even understand. Like, I'm responding to the comment because I want to. If I didn't, then I'll just block you. It's funny because if I respond to the comment, I'm too easy. But if I block the comment, I'm fucking a bitch. Or because if I block the comment, wouldn't that show that I'm triggered and I'm upset because I don't want to see it? Because when that nigga left that Jesus comment, that probably is the only comment that got me
a little bit upset was when that nigga said, "Go find Jesus." Like, don't that shit pissed me the fuck off. Out of all the comments I had, none of them pissed me off. Only one, that's why I blocked him, because it pissed me off. Don't bring Jesus in my fucking chat. I'm gonna block you. Like, don't bring that fucking homeless bum looking ass nigga in my fucking chat. That, like, fuck you. Don't ever bring Jesus in my fucking chat. That's the worst thing you can do. You're better off bringing a fucking serial killer up in his name up in my chat than Jesus Christ's name. Ever bring that bastard up in my fucking chat. That is a no-go. Jesus is a no Jesus, no religious, no any of that bullshit. That shit I don't like, and I'm gonna block you. And that shit I would admit does upset me. Is when you talk about Jesus this and find Jesus, get that shit out of here. Fuck you. He said I couldn't beat an egg, nigga. I'll beat your mother's pussy up. Drew Potion, biggest fan out of 4. Who the fuck said I give a fuck about fans or like, they stupid. Talk about fans. You the one who seemed like you want a fan. You bring it up, oh, he's his biggest fan. You probably wish you had fans. Said out of 4. Okay, like that's supposed to offend me, like there's niggas out here with fucking like a whole bunch of fans, but their fans are just fucking trolls. Like, the fuck you think a troll is? A troll is a fan, nigga. The masses have never had to choose, so the majority of people. They don't have to be for what I'm saying. And everyone's had the truth before. Because the truth comes in different ways. Like, there's different types of truth. There's an ass whooping. That's the truth. There's you fucking your mother saying she doesn't love your bitch ass. That's the truth. You getting rejected by all the bitches in your fucking area. That's the truth. You having mental illness and being depressed on psych meds since you were a kid. That's a fucking truth. That's a bitter truth. There's different types of truths. So everyone's actually had the truth, Druid. Everyone's had the truth. It just comes in different ways. Yeah, these people are retarded. Say, where am I from? Where the fuck you mean I'm from, nigga? I come from thin air. The fuck else do you think I came from, nigga? I came from thin air, nigga. This is stupid motherfucker. Let's see what you're saying is true. Yeah, all of these niggas, they're not shit, dude. That's another reason where the title is the name what it is. Like I said, I don't talk about no spiritual shit no more. Don't ask me about no astrology shit. Like, this is part, like, I don't want to say this is the reason, but this is an example of one of the many reasons. It's like, we're at a point right now where you can't even speak spiritual really, like, to anyone. You have to just be implementing it. And that, to be honest, I actually look at people who talk spiritual all the time as kind of like I don't know, like, it's weird. Why are you talking spiritual all the time? Like, I don't even look at a motherfucker who's spiritual, who talks about it all the time as spiritual. Shows you it's an attack. Yo, Chauncey, how do you view time speeding up? I actually like it. Less time dealing with these fucking faggots in real life. Because you notice, like, it's been like over an hour and a half since we had this chat. So, it didn't feel like an hour and a half. So, I think you might need to cut back on the dent in grape. I don't even drink grape Kool-Aid, idiot. That shit's not even healthy for you. It's all those chemicals and GMOs. No, it's not. It's not part of spiritual. I'm not saying like you don't gotta walk on eggshells around me, because I'm not saying like, oh, you can't ask me nothing. Like, I just say like, just use like, you see what I'm saying? Because that's time speeding up has nothing to do with spirituality, really. Like, what I say, spirituality has to do with life and discipline.
and doing what we got to do. That's what I said. Really, in reality, like anything else isn't spirituality. Like what people make you think it is, like crystals, gems, and our dreams and all that. Like they try to make that, all of that is life. Like that's life. So life is spiritual. When I say I don't want to talk about spirituality, I'm looking at it like an ideology, a mentality. Like people thinking that if I speak a certain way, I'm somehow like better or worse, or like, because it leads to degeneracy at all levels. Like even the reason these people troll, like they're stuck in a mindset. Like I look at spirituality as like a mindset you're stuck in. So if you're in a mindset, you're gonna play it out as like retardation. Like these trolls, they're in a mindset. They think what they're doing is actually makes sense. Somebody in spirituality, they're stuck in a mindset. They think that shit makes sense. But if you look at reality, which reality goes beyond the mindset and what's real, you're able to go in reality and look at it outwardly from the outside looking in and see how all of them look retarded. Everything is just retarded. But when you're in that bubble, you look at that shit like it makes sense. So it's like a mentality is what I'm talking about, really. But it's just funny, yo. Yeah. Who the fuck is walking outside my door? Yeah. It's sad. Everyone's lost touch of reality. Like nobody's in reality, and it's like I don't know. I'm not really to blame people too much because with all the programming, all the bullshit, like they make it very easy. Well, like just life in general now makes it very easy to get lost in reality, especially with like people on social media and like because social media programs you to think shit that's not important is important. So now you waste your life thinking certain things are important that isn't important. So it's like nobody's in reality, like a fucking troll. Like you come on here, you actually think this shit's important. Like social media has got people to the point where they like waste their whole day trolling somebody they don't know, and then they actually feel good. Like they're literally giddy and oh, we made him do this, we made it. Like let's just say I was mad and I crashed out. Okay, what did you accomplish? You felt good, but yet that didn't bring you nothing physical in life. It didn't bring you nothing, and then eventually, just like a drug, you're gonna need another hit, and then you're gonna go find somebody else to make upset, and then you're gonna find that one person that you can't make upset, and you're gonna just feel like your whole existence revolve around trying to make them upset. So now you're gonna be stuck in your own hell, trying to make somebody think like you, because that's really what hell is: trying to make something be that is not supposed to be, being stuck in something that like you don't want to be in, but you convince yourself that you have to change. That's really what hell is. Like if you look at every definition of hell, like what do you think is hell is? Like let's say you're burning in fire, like it all correlates back to what I just said. It's all the same thing. You want something to be that's not it, so you're not trying to change it, you're just trying to be stuck in that shit. So you're just gonna burn in your own fire, burning your own shit, burning your own emotions and shit, because you want to see the world the way it is and it isn't. So you don't change yourself. You just try to hope the world is something that it isn't. That's stuck in hell. That's a troll. They're just upset because the world isn't the way it is. I'm not who they want to be, or maybe they got fucking fuck with it in their real life, and now they want to project their anger and pain to somebody that they don't even know. So they're stuck in hell. Like that's all it is. It's just fucking hilarious, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat though. I wish I could invite somebody in the room, but I don't know how to do it. I need to figure it out. Whatever. I'll do it next. When I get off live, I'll do it next time. Because I seen somebody once ask somebody in the chat, and they were on YouTube live. Hold on, let me go on my eBay account. Somebody sent me an offer or some shit. I have to accept this offer because this item that I'm trying to sell on eBay. Well, I'm not even gonna say that. Let me just accept it. Okay, $35. Damn. Yeah, but what's good with everyone? I'm just shit. I'm just chilling. I'll probably get on the game later on and stream. Yeah, I was gonna stream on this. I was gonna do a stream on here, but then that shit happened at the beginning of the live stream. But I'll probably just after this live, I'll probably go on the thing and stream on the game. Yeah. Use a mic or a voice. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. I just have to figure out how to do all that shit. Like, I just don't like with me when it comes to a lot of that shit, like streaming and all that. I'm not trying to put so much energy into it. That's why I don't feel like having to go. Like they make everything so retarded. Like you gotta hook up the mic, you gotta get this software, and it's like I'm not trying to do all that shit because like I'm not making money from this, so I don't want to invest it. But I'm if I could get something really like cheap and it's very easy, I'll do it. Like get like a mic and talk over the mic while I'm recording and yeah. Cause I just stream just to just every time I'm on the game I just stream. That's why I haven't done it for like a few days or like a week because I haven't been on the game. So every time I'm on the game, that's usually when I stream. Yeah, I played that other shit I was playing. That motherfucker pissed me off. Like I was hella mad. I couldn't kill him. Like, cause I was playing that shit on the hardest difficulty, and you guys see me, I couldn't kill that motherfucker. Like, it's just they made it hella hard. I was so close to quit, but then I kept doing it. Cause what it is with these games is you gotta study the way the boss because they make a move and react in a certain time, and once you remember what move he's gonna do and what not to do, it's very easy to beat it. So like even if it's like the hardest difficulty, if you study it the right way and play it, you can like beat it. You just got to know how to do it. And that shit was pissing me off. That's what I did. I like studied his moves and then because you couldn't get hit. Like if you got hit once, he would have fucked you up. So you have to like time it right so you don't get hit. So it's like, yeah, I don't like GTA 5. That shit was weak. The new one that they're gonna release, I'll play that one. That one, it looks like it's gonna be better. But I didn't like GTA 5 was kind of weak. I didn't really like that one really. Like I played it and I beat it, but it wasn't really like I liked the other ones before better. But I had it a while ago, but I played it and it was all right. I didn't really care for it. Yeah, I used to talk hella shit on them. I used to even back in the Xbox 360 days. I used to talk hella shit and I used to scam people's. Like, you know how they have gamer score, how like every time you unlock an achievement. I remember this was like back in like 2000, like it was like years ago, back in 2010, like the 360 days. What I'll do is I had like me and we had like me and a group of people that I met online, some of them, and some I knew in real life. What we'll do is, well, they weren't really doing shit. I was really the only one, but they'll help me get the people's accounts, like because we'll invite them into the party, and I'll be like, oh, I can hack your gamer score because I was able to hack the gamer score because I back in the day they had like a software and a thing you did where you have to get like a certain it was a certain modding tool and you put it in the Xbox or something. I forgot how you did it, but it was a file you download and you're able to mod the gamer score. So I could say I have 100,000 gamer score. So I will mod my gamer score to be like 100,000, and I unlocked all the games. I could even choose what achievement, and then I would go online. I'd be like, if you want to get your achievements modded like mine, check out my account. And then people are like, oh yeah, how do I do it? And then they'll send me their information to their Xbox account, and then I would just go on their account, and if they had a credit card on there, I would just buy a bunch of games and get a bunch of like Microsoft points. So I'll like get like 10,000 Microsoft, like 1,600 points was like $20. So I'll get like 10,000 Microsoft points, and I'll like rack it up for like multiple accounts, and I'll buy like all the games and shit. This was like when I was like, this is like years ago, like when the 360 days was out. And then that shit was funny. Sometimes I did change their gamer score though. Like this one dude, I changed his gamer score, but and then they banned my Xbox where, like they banned like 5 accounts on that Xbox. They banned me so many times. Cause once when you have a console, they'll ban you, right? They'll ban your account, so you can't log into your account. But I did the scam so many times on the Xbox. They banned my whole console. So anytime you open an account on Xbox, you couldn't sign on to the internet. So you couldn't play Xbox Live on that Xbox. So I had to sell the Xbox because they had banned me like over 10 times, and eventually they console banned me. Whereas like I couldn't even be signed into Xbox Live. So I still had to sell the console to somebody, and then I sold it to GameStop, and then they fucking. This is when I was like younger though. I sold the console to GameStop, and then fucking I had to get a new one, and I stopped doing it after that because they had a crack down, and there was other shit where you couldn't do it. And anybody who had like their modded gamer score, they erased that shit back to 0. But yeah, that was like back in the day though, man. There was this one kid, I felt sorry for him because I had scammed his shit, right? And I scammed his shit, and I guess it was his mom's credit card I had used, and he was crying and shit. I felt bad for him, and I just gave him his account back. I spent the money on the card, but like he was crying because he wanted his account back. I think I gave his account back. I felt bad for him. I gave him his account back. It's funny how I forgot about that situation until I just started talking about it. Because like one thing, I'm a Mercury and Aries, so when I talk, I don't really remember shit until I'm talking, and then because my Mercury and Aries, my mind works quick. So when I be talking to people sometimes, or when I talk, when I'm engaging and talking, I be remembering shit I don't really remember by myself. So I totally forgot about that shit until I was talking. I was like, because my mind works hella quick like that, so I just remembered that situation. It's crazy. I felt bad for that kid though. He was hella crying and everything, and I just gave it back to him. He said, "How do I know what?" Yeah, but I was like back in the day. I had like all the games, like 360 days. I had like every game, damn near every game, in the library. I had so many games, like my fucking memory was full. I had to go get another hard drive because my memory was full. Cause I had hella fucking games on my fucking console back then. Cause I would just buy hella games. Yeah, that shit was funny though, man. Those days back in the. Cause that's all I'll do. I'll wake up in the morning, talk hella shit, scam a couple people's accounts, go back to bed. That shit was funny. All right, I'm back. Shit, fucking. I took my thing out, my charger, because it was in the way, but then I forgot the battery was running low. How do you know how to scam people? Not that I figure it out. Like it's not really hard to figure it out. Sometimes it's like I'll find somebody who knows and they'll tell me, or I'll just figure out something. It just depends. I don't really like. I don't do it no more. Cause like there's no reason for me to do it. Cause like the reason I did it is because when you don't know who you are and you think there's no other way to do something, then that's when you scam. Like it's not even a good thing to scam. It's just, you're doing it because you don't know who you are really. So you think that's the only way to get something, and you even it's not even about you needing to get something. Like who the fuck said you need something at that specific time? Because you have everything you need. So at that back then, I didn't feel like I felt like I needed something, so I needed to scam. I felt like I needed to scam, which is it wasn't that. Like you have everything you need. So once you be put in certain positions, you just figure shit out. But yeah. I wouldn't advise anyone to go and do what I did. I don't even think they changed the whole console where you can't even really scam on the Xbox nowadays. Like they switched it up to a point where you can't even do like a lot of the hacks that I was doing. Like they switched a lot of it up. Well, you can still do hacks. Don't get me wrong, but they switched it up because you always can do some type of scam and hack, but because they have to make it because it's not like they can't. Because when it comes to like hacking and the scamming shit, it's not that you can't do it. It just they make it where the average person can't do it. That's why when you like, especially in America, a lot of people in America are dumb. That's why like you see a lot of like when you look at like a lot of people that come from like China or like South America or Eastern Europe and they come to the U.S. They like exploit a lot of America's like because America is very dumb when it comes to like computer security and stuff like that. Like they're not dumb, but like it's not that they're dumb. It's just the people in the U.S. don't really do that. So like it's easy for like you'll see people in other countries come here and do shit like that, like hacks and scams and all that shit. Because a lot of like, and a lot of like hacks and scams happen every day, but they don't tell you that. Because think about it, if the FBI, let's just say the FBI found somebody doing a certain scam, they're not gonna tell you the people that scams happen because they don't want to give people ideas. So you got to look at it like a lot of shit happens every day, but they're not gonna disclose it and make it seem obvious. Somebody's like, "Hi from Turkey." First of all, why the fuck are you in Turkey watching me? Like that's why I don't like you have these people. Oh, I'm from Zambia. Greetings are like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? I'm supposed to be wet because you from a different country and you said hi to me? I don't give a fuck about you. Like, why are you in Turkey worrying about what somebody in another country is doing? Maybe that's the reason why most countries, including America, aren't shit. Because you got people worrying about shit that ain't important. Everybody was in their country trying to make their own country great and invested in their country, not worrying about what's going on in America, what's going on in this country or that country. Maybe these countries wouldn't have problems. Like it's just weird how social media has made it where it's actually cool to worry about shit that doesn't really pertain to you. He's like, because we love African people. That's fine. I'm not saying it's nothing wrong, but it's just kind of weird. I'm not speaking directly to you. It just it's weird how like people be like so like invest like it's so cool and to be like, oh, I'm watching from another country. I'm like, why the hell are you in another country worried about here? And it's not your fault. I'm not saying it's your fault. It's the programming, it's the system. They made it where it's like the people, the leaders in your country made it where you have nothing to do but worry about what's in America. If they have something constructive and productive for you to do, maybe like that country wouldn't have its issues it has. And I'm not to say America is better or worse. It's just it's weird. Like you guys think it's normal, like oh, somebody in Japan's watching somebody in America or somebody in Africa's watching. That's not normal. Like if you have a country, like it's like you're in Oklahoma. Are you worrying about what somebody's doing in Atlanta? No, you're worrying about what you got to do to wake up in the morning, go to work, do this. You're worrying about how you got to get this done. That's what you're worried about. You're not worried about what's going on in another state. Like all of that news network, what's going on in New York, what's going on in Atlanta, what's going on in this country. That's not normal. That's programming. The reason they have that is so they can control you. It's nothing to do with you need to be in the mix of what this person's doing. That doesn't make sense. It's all because of mind control. Yeah, my English isn't good. Yeah, shout out to Anomium if he isn't a troll or a bot. I'm not like I don't. This wasn't like directed to you because, like I said, I'm just speaking in general because I see your comment made me realize something that I want to speak on. Like a lot of people just like to like be in other people's business and shit. But it's good. Yeah, and I'm not black though. I'm Nigerian, and but that's from the Yoruba tribe. So that's another thing we gotta start knowing who we are. Like, where are you from? Like, what's your DNA? What's your tribe? Your DNA? Who are you as an individual? Not like something the government, because the government created that term black and white and all that. They created that. So I'm not black. And I'm not mad at you for saying because you don't know, like, because I'm sure whoever that dude is, if he isn't a troll, I'm sure you're around a lot of dumbass so-called black people that call themselves black and act black. So you probably think like, because you see a lot of so-called black people be like, I'm black and I'm proud, Black History Month. So I don't get mad when a white person calls me black because they probably think that's what I am because they're so used to seeing other stupid niggas call themselves black and identify with that bullshit term. So they assume it's safe to call me that. So I'm not really, I'm more, to be honest, I'm low key more upset when a black person calls me black than a white person because a white person, they're just think, they don't know. They're just like, oh, I assume you're black because we see all these black people say there's black power. But it's like, yeah, that's the problem. They need to shut the fuck up. They don't know what they talk about. I'm not black. That's a government label. They use that for capitalism. They use that for their census, their data, and how they can what they wanted, how they can go about treating people. So if you consider yourself a black person, then now they can treat you like a piece of shit, and then this is where you have racism and all this shit, whereas nothing to do with that. It's because people don't have their own culture and they don't know who the fuck they are, so therefore like things like this can't happen. Like why black people, so-called black people, went through the shit they went through. It's all because people don't have their own culture really, and it really stems from that. Because if you look at the so-called black people, all of their whole strife and fight is to be accepted and validated by white people. Like, I don't give a fuck if a white person likes me or doesn't like me. And if a white person doesn't like black people, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is, okay, they're using their hatred to be discriminatory. That's affecting me. That's the problem. So if you're gonna be racist, if you're gonna be like in a way where it's gonna affect me, that's a problem. If you don't like black people, you can be a broke hillbilly redneck. If you don't like black people, it doesn't bother me. You could go cry in your trailer. It doesn't mean anything to me. But if you're somebody who's racist, but then you're gonna make it hard for black people to get work, or you're gonna arrest me while I'm driving a car and I didn't do anything, that's the problem. Because you're using your hatred and your racism to cause my life problems. But if you just want to not like black people and be a broke ass hillbilly in your trailer crying, go ahead. I don't care. Like that there's nothing wrong. You don't have to like black people. I don't like, to be honest, I'm kind of racist as well, but I'm not racist to the point where if I see a white person, I'm gonna hate them. I'm not gonna deal with them. I have white friends. I have Mexican friends. I have friends of every. Well, I've known and I've had friends of all races. Even like, and it's not like I'm not their friend because of their race. Because there's black. I just don't fuck with people really nowadays. But all races I've been friends with and cool with. But I'm not gonna sit there and lie to you guys, say I'm not like a little racist. Like I'm not that I'm racist, like I hate a race, but at the same time, nigga, like I realize it's in the DNA. Like the mind, everything starts in the spirit and the mind, and it comes and it translates to the body. So if you keep that in mind, you'll notice that majority of people of certain demographics act a certain way. Not all, but majority. So I realize certain demographics, most of the people within that race I don't fuck with because of the way they think. Not to say that I'm racist, because there's people of every demographic I don't fuck with. But we're talking about the majority. So you gotta look at it like that. Because when I say racist, I'm spiritually racist. I don't fuck with you on a spiritual level. And based upon your spirit and your mind is gonna take a certain gender, a certain race, a certain way you talk, act. Even like look at it like this. There's certain black people that I don't like. And certain black people that I don't like, they have certain characteristics of certain white people. So this tells you it's the mind and the spirit first. Because and it would translate into the body. But at the same time, if you have more of something else mentally and spiritually, it's gonna translate to a black body or white body. So that's where you get the difference. But it's not about 100%. It's about majority. So if you're majority a spirit I don't resonate with, you're gonna have a certain type of energy. This is why you'll see people that you vibe with of a different race, but because you got your spirit connects more. You see what I'm saying? So you got to keep that in mind. Are you Muslim, Christian? No, I'm not Muslim or Christian. Yeah, I'm neither of that. He's like watching from prison. How the fuck would I be watching from prison? You can't have no tablet in prison. Stupid ass. Everyone is equal in Islam. There's no superior. I highly doubt that. Everyone is not equal in Islam. Go drink a bottle of whiskey in Islam. See how much you're not equal. Yeah. Go be a female, not wear your diaper around your head. See how much you're not equal. And it's kind of weird because you know how like the Muslim people, they be treating their women like shit. I noticed something like in America when I'm dealing with like people and I see a Muslim woman and she has a thing around her head, she always has like a shitty ass attitude or energy. And like it's weird. Like I met it on multiple occasions. Like I'll see a person who's a female who's Muslim and she'll have the head dressing and her energy is horrible. And then and this made me come to the conclusion where like remember I told you that there's no victims? Like why is it that Muslim women get treated the worst out of all the countries? Like disrespected. And then when I'm in America and I see a lot of Muslim women, they always have the worst energy and attitude. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, take that shit. It's like if you don't like it here in America, you can go back to Islam and go get your ass beat. Like, cause out here, like, don't bring that negative energy. And it's like that's the reason why your ass was beat in Islam. Like, I cussed this one Muslim lady out because she had an attitude on me, and I was like this was like a couple years, probably like a year and a half ago. She just had an attitude for. So I forgot what it was, but I was in a store in line and she had like an attitude or something. Because she thought I hit her cart, and I was like, first of all, if you don't like it in America, you could take your ass back to Islam and get your ass beat. I told her that straight up, and then like she was all saying some shit, and I was like, don't bring that shit over here. Like, be grateful you're in America, and don't let your ego get to you because men over here aren't allowed to treat you like they do in Islam. I said that politely. Like, just because you're in America and I'm not allowed to go upside your head, don't get it above your ego. I'll still cuss you the fuck out, bitch. I said that to her. And then she got hella mad because she started with an attitude for no reason. I was like, don't be bringing. This was one occasion, but the other occasions I'll be seeing, like, it's like, why are you having attitude? Like, bitch, just because you made it to America doesn't mean you can have you can be in your ego and have an attitude. Like, I'll still cuss you the fuck out. Like, for real. Like, you ain't shit. That's why they treat you guys like shit in Islam, because your energy's wicked. And then they do it to keep you in check, because when you come to America, they have all the programs in America to make you think that you're actually somebody special. And you try to take advantage of that. And then now you think you're on your high horse. It's like, no, bitch, I'll kick you off that horse and make you... I won't physically abuse you because I'm not trying to go to jail, but I'll verbally abuse you to the same extent that Ahmed in Islam physically abuse you. It'll be equal, but I'll just cuss you the fuck out. So before I insult that diaper off your head because you're so much in shock, I suggest you shut the fuck up, bitch. Like don't talk to me like that. He's like, I am. Yeah, this is a troll right here. He's like, I am Muslim. You know, Muslim woman. You must go to school. Yeah, school's probably the last place you need to be. That shit's just gonna fuck your mind up even worse, dude. Yeah, go to sleep though. Good night. Go to sleep. But I don't think you should be going to school because you don't. Yeah, it's gonna make you more stupid. Yeah, good night, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Just fucking trolls, dude. Oh man, these people, man. They be sending weird ass people on my page. You just so happen to be a Muslim turkey and you come on here the same day all these other fucking trolls come on here. It's fucking weirdos, man. Yeah, shit's funny, man. How long we been on here? An hour? Probably like an hour and 40 minutes. Hour and 46 minutes. You said I'm at the gym. That's what's up. Yeah, I need to go to the gym. We have a gym upstairs. I need to go to the gym. I might start going. I was going to. You guys see, I was going to the gym for a minute. Yeah, you don't gotta keep retracting your message. I'm gonna just hide you off my channel. He's like retracting all his messages. You don't gotta retract any more messages, dude. You can just get the fuck off my channel. He's like retracting all his messages. As you can tell, it's a troll. And I thought you went to bed. You went to bed and you said bye, but then you start retracting your messages. I just blocked you, dude. You don't have to do all that. You could have just been like, "Can you please block me?" And then I would have just blocked you. Or you just bring up something about Jesus and I would have blocked you. Oh fuck, I popped my back. How the fuck did this nigga not pay for this shit? How much did he sell it? Yeah, but I think I'm gonna end this live stream, guys. I'll be back on a little later. I'll probably be back on tomorrow. Hopefully this shit does not happen again. Cause I can't do this shit every day. I'm about to start blocking people. Yeah, I'm about to probably start blocking people. But the blocking, like, it don't even really work, really, to be honest. Like, cause I literally think this shit is some bot shit. They're just gonna keep doing it automatically, whenever they feel like it. I feel like when it stops, it's because they feel like stopping. I don't feel like they're stopping because you're like doing anything, unless you turn the chat off. Yeah, shit's crazy. But I'm gonna end this live stream, guys. I'll be back a little later. Probably be back on tomorrow or something.